Hey guys, my name is Batumio, and today I wanted to explore the XM25 for the support class, the Airburst weapon, because I don't think a lot of people understand how to use this bad boy. Most people run around and use it like a grenade or an automatic grenade launcher, which in some scenarios is somewhat successful, but if you really want to get the fullest out of it, there are some things that you need to know. So what exactly does the XM25 Airburst even do? Well, if you're able to lock onto a set location, and we'll get into that here in a second, what it will do for you is that once it reaches that locked destination, the grenade will blow up mid-air. And so what this does is it makes it really easy to take people out that are behind a barrier, behind the corner of a wall, on top of a building, all these different scenarios that normally you wouldn't normally be able to get a kill on them. All of a sudden becomes very accessible with this nifty little gadget. And so the way that you lock onto a set distance with the XM25, and it really isn't all that intuitive, it kind of took me a while to figure this out, is that you need to start off in hipfire mode. And let's say you see a sniper behind a barrier and he is 50 meters out. Before you do anything, before you start even firing the weapon, you need to aim at the barrier and then zoom in at that one point. Once you zoom in, it will lock at that set distance, and now whenever you fire the weapon, you can fire up in the air, you can fire it off to the left or wherever, the grenade itself is going to explode in the air after 25 meters. I think it's like 3 feet or 3 meters after that. And so now all you have to do is, once it's locked, is aim above the barrier, and then when you start shooting, it is going to explode directly behind the barrier itself, and then you're probably gonna get the kill as long as he's not moving. Even if he's going prone, even if he's kind of moving around a little bit, the explosion is large enough where if you get around 3 to 4 shots, usually I'll put 3 shots minimum downrange, you are gonna get the kill from 100% to 0. You can also do this at an extremely long distance. So if you see a sniper from across the map, he's on top of a building, kind of being a nuisance, just aim at the bottom of the ledge of the building and then lock onto it really quickly, then aim above it and then just kind of fire off a couple of shots, and then you're gonna be able to snipe the sniper. And you can do this from some pretty extreme ranges, so don't be afraid to even try to snipe someone not from across the map, because I think there is a set distance where it won't lock on, but it can fly for a fair amount, and the sniper will have no idea what's happening. It's pretty amusing when you are able to take them out. That being said though, you do need to remember that this is not a primary weapon, and you do need to use it in select situations. I had the most success when I would get into a firefight with someone, no one would win the engagement, they would kind of go behind a barrier to maybe regenerate some health or just to block line of sight. I would quickly switch it over to this gadget, lock onto their location, and then fire a couple of rounds over there, and then kind of finish them off. And if I wasn't using this gadget, I would never have been able to do that, and maybe they could have gotten lucky and got a nice little peek off and were able to kill me. And the reason why you want to use these in those types of situations or very sparingly is because if you want to use this as a primary, you're not gonna be all that successful. First of all, you only start with like 10 rounds. I'm not sure if the field upgrades can bump that up, but it's not like you have a lot of ammunition to just kind of run around and take people out. And you also don't regenerate your ammunition, at least from the little ammo packs that you can toss around. So it's not like you can get more ammunition with it. The second reason being is that it takes a while for you to kind of lock onto a set location. So if you try to start a firefight by whipping this thing out and then trying to lock onto a barrier and then firing to try and kill them, that gives them plenty of time to dispose of you. And when I tried to do that, I didn't have any luck. And so if you do use your head and you do use it in the appropriate situations, it can be a very useful gadget and a really fun one to use as well. Like, I can't tell you how satisfying it is to snipe people from across the map with this bad boy, or just to take out campers that are on top of buildings who have no idea it's about to happen. But that is about it for today's video. I hope you guys found this informative and helpful, and that now you can use the XM25 on the battlefield. But until tomorrow, guys, have a good one and take it easy.